It's your Kinsey. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a reading on Wrld. This is going to be a medium reading, and when I do my medium readings, I am more intuitive. So honestly, these cards are just my tools and I go based off my intuition. I have read for him before, just off camera, so it's going to be my first time reading for him on camera, and I'm honestly so excited because it's been a minute since I've actually read on him. So I'm excited to see, kind of what he has to say and what's going on. If you're interested in any other medium readings or any other readings I've done in general, I'll go ahead and link some in the description down below. Also, if you have any recommendations on who you think I should read on next, go ahead and leave it in the comments section down below. And don't forget to use my code Mackenzie333 for 20% off all items. Make sure to hit the link in the description. Now let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so starting off with our first three cards that fell out. Our first card here, it is not your fault. So that could be family and friends blaming themselves, feeling like they could have done more, said more, or could have changed him for the better. He doesn't want anybody to feel guilty or feel bad for not helping him. He's like, if I couldn't help myself, there's no way you could have helped me. So he was like, you know what, I did that to myself, and I put myself in a situation that I should have known better, and I should have actually thought. He wasn't thinking. Our second card is I watch over you every day. Family and friends, he watches over you. He's saying that he never left and he never will leave y'all. He's sticking by your side. He's watching over you, and he wants to make sure that everybody's good, which everybody is. Because one thing that's popping up that I feel like is it's a little bit bothering me, because I think it's a little bit bothering him how he wants some of his stuff to come out. I don't know nothing about any of that or what's going on with that, but he's just implying that I want this to drop, I want this to happen already. Like, can we get this going? Can you get this moving? Like, can you give the fans what they want, basically? And he's like, I guess because it's been a moment, it's been some time since something has dropped for him, so he's kind of like, can we drop this? Can we get this going? Like, come on, like let's do this. Like, I'm approving of it. And third card is I wish I had told you more often how much I love you, to his people. And I think this goes for Allie for sure. I could kind of see him hovering over her, or kind of over her, hugging her from her neck in a way, and it's just saying how much he loves and cares about her, man, regardless of what the media says or what the media shows. He's like, y'all don't know what happened. Y'all don't know what happened behind the scenes. Y'all don't know how much love I carried and had for her and still do have for her, and that's something that nobody could completely understand or understand at all. And that's understandable that y'all can't understand it, because you're not me, you're not Allie, so there's no way that you could comprehend how strong and powerful our love was. Twin flames, soulmates type shit. Y'all wouldn't get that. That's just something that I held close to me. I held her close, and I should have held her closer and kept her tight with me, because I would have done anything for her. Shit, I'll take a bullet, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do everything for her. But he knows that he basically, she's left alone. I mean, she's not really left alone, because she still has her family and her little friends or whatever. But it's like, he's saying, in a way, I still feel like I left you alone. And, of course, he's like, she knows that I didn't do that on purpose. She knows that I didn't mean to actually leave her on purpose. But he's like, she knows that I'm there with her, for sure. I send her signs, I show her that I'm there. And she knows, and she feels me, and I'm gonna make sure of that. Alrighty, and our fourth card is going to be I feel happy and healthy. He's almost implying damn, why couldn't I feel the way that I'm feeling right now when I was alive? I should have been able to feel all this. He's like, that shit, he's talking about a lot of mental health. He's implying how mental health can really fuck with you and bring you down and take you down with it. He's like, that's just something that you can't put on anybody. He's like, I would never wish bad mental health on somebody, because he's like, I struggled with that shit for so long and for years, where it felt like that shit was eating me alive, and it felt like everything was kind of caving in. Fifth card is it is beautiful where I am. It's a beautiful spot that he's at. He likes it. He's just kind of vibing and chilling. And honestly, on the other side, this man's still rapping. This man's still freestyling. This man's still doing what he did, and basically rapping and freestyling and kind of living freely, and doing what he loves, and doing what is making him happy. And I could almost see him almost floating or laying in water, and just kind of letting his mind run free and not having no worry or care. It's just very unbothered. But he does do a lot of freestyling, so he's like, yeah, you thought that was gonna stop, you thought I was gonna quit? Oh, no, I still do that regardless. Our sixth card is don't be afraid. So I think this goes for everyone. Of, you know, don't be afraid of death. Don't be afraid of what's to come and what's to happen. You know, he's almost saying that, you know, don't be afraid to lose somebody that you love, because they're going to be in a better place than a lot of us are right now in the world, which is true. I feel like on the other side, it's a different type of love. It's a different type of care, and it's nothing compared to this world that we live in. It's a pretty shitty world, let's be honest. So the people that are passed on are in like different realms and different places. You know, there's not just one place. I feel like he's almost showing me multiple different places and multiple different realms that are being shown. So another thing is how he's talking about his music and how his music kind of helps him live on. He's like, man, I'm gonna live on forever. I really died a legend. He's like, some points I didn't want to really be called a legend because I feel like I didn't really deserve that title, but he's like, honestly, I died a legend, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud to have gone out as a legend, because my music and the way I moved people and had people moving and rocking with me, that's the best feeling, man. It's the hype. He's like, the hype was real. Like, this shit was real. Like, he's saying, you know, yes, I'm gone, but I'm never gonna be forgotten. You guys are never gonna forget me. You're never gonna not like my music, and that's beautiful. He's saying that it's beautiful. It's beautiful how you guys will never forget me, and you guys will still play my music even if I'm not there, and that shit helps me keep it going. You know, that shit is a beautiful feeling even on the other side, because he's like, shit, even I'll play my own music. Like, shit, if I'm freestyling over here, I'm definitely playing my own music, and I'm definitely rocking out with y'all, for real. We're gonna go ahead and go in with our last two cards. Our seventh card here is, if I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. He would have did a lot of things differently, that's for sure. He would have made a lot of big changes that he was already trying to make. He was already trying to make a lot of big improvements, but he just didn't get the time to. And a part of him didn't want to, but he really was trying, and, you know, good for him. And our eighth and final card is, I had to leave that way. He knew that his time was coming sooner than later, and he knew how it was going to happen and how it was going to be. He was like, it was either this way or somebody was going to kill me, and either way I went out like that. And it's a suckish way to go out, he's saying, but fuck, man, it just happened to happen, and I wish I just had a little bit more time, but I mean, I can't really put a timing on death. Now, aside of this reading, I wanted to go ahead and mention how when he did pass, I had a very strong feeling around that time. I went to a concert like a few weeks before that, and I seen that he was going on a tour. He was coming to my city. You know, something kept telling me, you know, go see him, you're not going to see him again. And I had such a strong feeling that he was going to pass, and I was kind of ignoring it, because I was like, I don't want to listen to that. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's fucked up, like, you know? But I did really believe that he was going to pass. I had such a strong feeling, and I felt really bad for feeling that way, but something kept telling me to go see him perform, but I didn't. And then a week or two later, he ended up passing away, and I was just like, oh my god. My intuition, spirit kept telling me that he was going to pass and how it was going to end for him, and it did. And, you know, around that timing, I mean, I was connecting to him. I was, you know, talking through him, and it was a lot. It was a heavy feeling. And I think it was just crazy how I knew that was going to happen. The afterlife, man, the afterlife is something that can never be explained. It's a touchy subject. It's a lot. We all have lost loved ones. I've lost loved ones. And, you know, it's never easy for me. It's never easy for the next person. It's never going to be easy. But that's going to be all for this reading. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you aren't already. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.